So guys, what's going on? Guys, Tim Bradley said that Errol Spence made Mikey Garcia look silly. He made Mikey Garcia pay for coming up 2 weight classes, and he said weight classes are there for a reason. Absolutely, weight classes are there for a reason. He said, you know, he goes, Mikey Garcia, Tim Bradley was right. Mikey Garcia is a very skilled fighter, and I think most of us thought Mikey Garcia would give Errol Spence a tough fight. But to be honest, I think we were all shocked at how easy it was for Errol Spence. It was like Errol Spence was, I think he would have had harder spars than that. And that guy is one of the best fighters in the world in Garcia. And it was so easy. There is definitely a possibility that Mikey Garcia's career could be over. But it was so... It was so easy. It was so easy, and he made Garcia look foolish and made him pay. It was so bad. Like, you know, sometimes you look at things and think, wow, you know, he made Garcia look terrible. He made Garcia look like he's not even a top level fighter. Like, it was like he was fighting some Joe. This guy's a pound for pound fighter, and he made him look like a nobody. It was a brilliant performance by Errol Spence. You know, the more you think of it, the fact that, yeah, he was a guy 2 weight classes smaller, and of course the weight and size mattered, but it was the way he just, like, diced him and sliced him. It was so easy. It wasn't a fight. It was so boring because Spence was so dominant. His boxing skill, he was so dominant. I remember my cousin was there watching it, and he said, this fight's so boring because Errol Spence was just so dominant. It wasn't, Garcia couldn't get in the fight. And when a fighter's so dominant, it's going to be boring. No one wants to see a football game that's being, you know, that's 7, 8, 9, 10-0. It gets boring after a certain point because it's got so one-sided. People like to see competitive matchups. And listen, most people thought Spence would win, but they expected Mikey Garcia to put up a fight, to, you know, maybe have success in the fight. But Errol Spence literally cut out everything, you know, he cut out everything Mikey Garcia could do. He just, like, neutralized him completely, made the fight a dud. And it was like he was so hurt that people thought that he's not a good boxer and he doesn't have the boxing IQ of Mikey Garcia. And he thought, let me show you. And he used his size and reach to his advantage. He used, you know, the way he was distance, the way he was, you know, it was brilliant. It was, you know, the way he was measuring distance was just perfect. The guy was on another level. He was so skillfully sound, Spence. Everything about him was just on point. And, you know, he just impressed me. Honestly, I was so impressed. And the fight was so boring because of how dominant Spence was. You know, Garcia was able to land punches. He wasn't able to land punches. You know, in any round, I didn't see Garcia land a lot of punches where Spence was getting his head snapped. There was nothing. It was all Spence. Literally, it was all Spence from round 1 to the end. And, you know, it's hard. It was a brilliant performance. Honestly, it was a masterclass. It was an absolute masterclass from Errol Spence. It was. But I agree with Tim Bradley. Errol Spence did make Mikey Garcia look foolish. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know. Do you think Errol Spence made Mikey Garcia look foolish? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.